I'm Eva Maria Unger and I'm working with Cadastre International, so it's the Netherlands National Mapping Agency and Registry. And I'm also with FIG, the International Federation of Surveyors, and representing there the chair of the FIG Young Surveyors Network. So the relation with GLTN is basically from the start, from the beginning. As a chair of the FIG Young Surveyors Network, we always try to engage young surveyors to be active, especially in change, addressing land issue globally, but also locally and especially at community level, because this is where young surveyors can really have an entry point, and bringing it up to the national level. So so I'm two-headed. Young surveyors, we just established a volunteer community surveyor program, which is with GLTN to support partner implementation on the ground. With Cadastre International, I'm working at projects internationally, where we also work with GLTN together. For example, we just had a successful project in Nepal where we could address land issues post-earthquake disaster. So this is my background. So basically, like I already said, for the FIG Young Surveyors Network, we did a lot of training of trainers with STDM, for example. We reached now 280 young surveyors who have been trained with STDM, and it's based on the pyramid system. So we train one young surveyor and he's going into his university or his young surveyors network and train other people. So this has been really successful. Then on top of that, we also just established this volunteer community surveyor program, where we send out 13 young surveyors now to join 7 projects from GLTN. We are now thinking of how we can scale this up, the volunteer program, because we do see that there is a demand for it, there's the need, and also there's the willingness of the young surveyors to volunteer the time, their skills, their expertise, and this is just beautiful to see. From the Cadastre International, I really see it more at the policy level. Basically what we did in Nepal, it was working together with an NGO, collecting the proof of how we can improve with fit for purpose, with STDM, how we can improve the livelihood of those people being affected by a disaster, and bring it up to the national level. And this is where you need to have the head-on of a global national agency. This is where Cadastre International is basically a pioneer, and making this change now at the national level, because we do have the support from the Nepalese minister, and we do have also from the National Mapping Agency in Nepal. So this is really where I see a really good combination of my two hats, and especially the importance of FIG as well, because this is how I got involved with Cadastre, and so it's so closely linked. And then everything is linked with GLTN back again, being Cadastre being a partner of GLTN, FIG being a partner of GLTN, and therefore also young surveyors being a partner of GLTN. Yeah. So I think GLTN has done a really great job with all the GLTN tools, and I basically think that they are really covering the whole range of land issues. And what I now do see is basically how we can scale this up, and this has been already addressed during this partners meeting, how we can scale it up. And I think this is really where we need to talk about policy level. So talking about the community policy level, but also talking about the governmental policy level. So this is where I see the scale up. And there is no need for new tools, because also all the partners have different tools already developed. But probably what is needed is an incorporation of all those different tools and an enhancement of those tools, because we do see STDM is used, we do see gender evaluation criteria is used, but there is now a lot of lessons learned, and I think it's now about how to incorporate those lessons learned and provide the future of these tools. And this is how I see basically how we can really look into phase 3. And like Frits van der Waal was saying at the opening, land is the marker and maker for the SDGs. So, and I really do see this is where GLTN tools are coming in And this is where we link it also to the United Nations, to the SDGs, especially looking at the really global scale like GLTN is doing.